Hello friends, welcome back to Jiku Diaries for a new tournament involving the Indian cricket team. Well, the last 5 days have been eventful. The triumphant Indian team, stuck in Barbados because of Hurricane Beryl hitting the island, are now back in India and the World Cup has returned home. A chartered flight brought them to New Delhi on Thursday early morning for a meeting with the Prime Minister Modi, and then the Indian team landed in Mumbai that same evening for a grand reception, including the victory parade in South Mumbai, culminating at the Wankhede Stadium, and the entire team collecting their check of rupees 125 crore, which is around 3 times more than the ICC prize money they earned for winning the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. I was present for the reception at the Wankhede Stadium for both the receptions, that is, on a rainy day of September 27, 2007, when MS Dhoni and his boys brought Mumbai to a standstill in an open bus parade from the airport to the stadium. That was around afternoon. The latest, 2 days ago, was a short parade about a kilometer from Nariman Point to the Wankhede and was in the evening, behind schedule by an hour and a half, but the short and sweet reception at the Wankhede left those at the packed stadium satisfied, even though they were without any refreshments and water for about 5.5 hours. Though I did see some water cans being kept at the counters before the entry to the stands. The enthusiasm of the supporters should be appreciated, though things could have been better managed. They screamed on top of their voices as the giant screen showed the World Cup winners, and the DJ played popular songs while the traditional Maharashtra dhol sent the decibel levels soaring. And when the team finally waded through the sea of supporters adjacent to the Arabian Sea along the roads into the Wankhede, it just showed how much revered the cricketers are. And Hardik Pandya, who was booed by the Mumbai supporters at the same Wankhede Stadium during the IPL for having been made the captain at the expense of Rohit Sharma, he was accepted back as Mumbai's very own, and the supporters began to chant his name when Rohit Sharma spoke of that final over in the World Cup final in glowing terms. Pandya, seated with his teammates, acknowledged the crowd. That was something that stood out to me, other than the regular, often repeated words from the captain, Rohit Sharma, the outgoing coach, Rahul Dravid, man of the final, Virat Kohli, and player of the tournament, Jasprit Bumrah. The victory lap and the players dancing to the music and singing to the popular beats made it special for the supporters. Rohit Sharma dedicating the World Cup to the Indian fans as much as it belonged to him and his team was a nice gesture. And he made it a point how much it meant to win the World Cup after years of preparation towards it, and how much it meant bringing back the World Cup to India, the T20 World Cup after 17 years and any World Cup after 13 years. Back to the same venue where MS Dhoni and his men won on 2011, April 2nd, at this very venue, defeating Sri Lanka in the Cricket World Cup final. One thing that struck me when all this was going on was the energy of the players. Yes, they are fitter, supremely energetic, but after 16 or so hours of flying from Barbados to New Delhi non-stop, with hardly any sleep if reports are to be believed, then meeting the Prime Minister soon after landing in Delhi, and then flying to Mumbai and going on that parade, the team must have been longing for a good sleep and rest. I'm sure they all felt like sleeping like a log. Anyway, moving from the World Cup triumph, the newly crowned world champions in T20, India, a young Indian team led by Shubman Gill, who will be India's newest captain in this format and whose only captaincy experience was in the IPL 2024 for Gujarat Titans, taking on lowly Zimbabwe in a 5-match T20I series starting today in Harare and being played this weekend, that is today and tomorrow, the third on Wednesday, July 10, and then ending the next week on July 13 and 14, all at the Harare Sports Club. The Indian team will be groomed, and these youngsters have to take the team forward in a fresh T20 cycle starting now. And of course, they will have the services of India regulars like Hardik Pandya, Surya Kumar Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, Rishabh Pant, Mohammad Siraj, Arshdeep Singh, Kuldeep Yadav, among others, as the T20s are played later on. The Indian team in Zimbabwe will have 3 World Cup winners, Shivam Dube, Yashasvi Jaiswal and Sanju Samson. The last 2, though, named not playing a single match in the World Cup. They also have reserves, Rinku Singh and Khalil Ahmed, both of whom were there with the Indian team for the entire World Cup, while Avesh Khan and Captain Gill himself were there for the US leg of the World Cup. And Gill has said about this series providing more exposure and experience to the young, inexperienced team, relatively inexperienced that is. Most of them have not made their international debut. The selectors named Sai Sudarshan, Jitesh Sharma and Harshit Rana as replacements for World Cup heroes Sanju Samson, Shivam Dube and Yashasvi Jaiswal for the first 2 T20Is this weekend. Dube, originally not in the squad, was named as a replacement to Nitish Reddy, who was injured, according to the BCCI statement recently. The Indian team has 4 players who are yet to make their debut in any international format. Opener Abhishek Sharma, batting all-rounder Riyan Parag, bowling all-rounder Tushar Deshpande and quick bowler Harshit Rana. Gill made it clear at the pre-match press conference on Friday in Harare that he will open with Abhishek Sharma, who had a fantastic season for Sunrisers Hyderabad, opening with Travis Head in the IPL 2024, while Ruturaj Gaikwad, the new Chennai Super Kings captain in IPL 2024, Ruturaj Gaikwad will bat at number 3. India have played Zimbabwe in 9 T20Is till date and won 7 of them. India have been sending a second string team to Zimbabwe, once under Ajinkya Rahane's captaincy and then with Dhoni at the helm in 2016 with a young and inexperienced team then. The Indian teams have been captained like Gill this time by stopgap skippers when the regular captains have taken a break from the game to manage workload. And with Rohit Sharma retiring from T20Is, India are yet to name a T20I captain, a regular T20I captain that is, though Gill is the skipper for this series. Zimbabwe, though, will not be taken lightly by Gill and company. But I expect India to win 5-0, but then one has to also factor in the inexperience of this Indian team. Like I mentioned, 4 of them have not played any international cricket. They are yet to make their debut. Let's not forget that one of 2 India's losses to Zimbabwe in T20Is came when MS Dhoni was the captain in 2016 when he led a bunch of young side. It will be a big moral boost for Zimbabwe if they can pull off a win. And yes, they have Sikandar Raza, their key player, as their captain for the series. The team, Indian team, coached by VVS Lakshman, the head of National Cricket Academy, and his team of coaches, including Sitanshu Kotak, will be expected to play like world champions against a weak Zimbabwe side and build the team in its quest for defending the title 2 years later. Zimbabwe in T20s this year, and though they did not qualify for the World Cup, played 8 matches and won only 2, one each of them coming in Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. Yes, they can pull off a surprise like the 1-run win they did against Pakistan in the 2022 World Cup in Australia. Until next time, which will be on Monday with the review of the first 2 T20 internationals. It's bye for now. Have a nice weekend. Take care and stay safe. Bye.